Otherwise, today, real quickly regarding the rates, a lot of the talk is going to be around the rates today. Um, as I have mentioned, and I know I told this to at least C and On, I think, I really don't believe this is just let me give you my personal opinion. At this point, outside of about 2 weeks ago when we recovered a little bit of rates. Paul, by the way, did you get my email that day?
I think I did. I think I did
Yeah,
get your
okay.
email. Yeah.
I think it was like
Sorry.
yeah, no problem. 2 weeks ago, we saw some recovery in the bond market, and rates recovered a little bit after the Feds announced right 3 weeks ago now, almost four, um the reduction, the 50 basis point reduction. Um since that, about 2 or 3 weeks ago now, the rates have just been on a rise, and I believe, I'm in the camp that, even through the election, okay, rates are going to go up. Okay. There is really no economic data to support right now that, rates are going to come back down. Right now, there's really nothing like so hard concrete reason why. But the leading indicator right now is really, regardless of whether you are on the political spectrum, is Trump. Um, the notion that Trump is going to win, and this is not Trump's fault per se, just saying, because of some of his policy regarding tariffs, taxation, the new rules on taxation, and other things, it gives a more promising light to investors and into the stock market in future growth. Okay. That is not good for us in the real estate market. Okay. With future growth in the stock market and in the economy, bids wrong for us in that the rates are going to keep creeping higher. Okay. Now, that being said, some of the more minute, um, more like recent events that may increase the rates, is the jobs data that's going to come out next week. Okay. There is no indication of there is no negative indication of revising the job reports that came out 2 weeks ago. Sorry. Time is just flying by too fast, right? 2 weeks ago, when there was less unemployment and there were more jobs, right? There's no indication that they're going to revise that report for the worse, which is what we want. Okay. And if anything, the jobs data that's going to come out next week is only going to support the one that came out 2 weeks ago, in that there's less less unemployment and more jobs, causing the rates to go up yet again, unfortunately, which takes us right into the election, about the 15th or 16th. Okay, so if you have clients right now who are about to purchase or who are on escrow, who are looking to refinance, well, for the purchase, you may really, really stress. I don't, as a principal, ever tell my clients what to do. Okay. I never tell them to lock. I never tell them to float. I never do. And if you do, it's okay, but you'll probably learn the hard way, okay, sooner or later, depending on what the movement of the market is doing. However, I would highly suggest them to do it. Okay. For those who are refinancing and kind of missed that boat on the low sixes, high fives for conventional, you're telling them that cheesy saying, you're dating the rate, you're not marrying it. Lock it. You're saving $100 here and there still. 6 months later, refinance again. I would only say this. I don't know if this recording is going to be public. I don't know if this recording is just for our Giving Tree lending, but I almost go as far to threaten them, right? And tell them, hey, it might not get any better next year, so just lock it in now. Okay? Because there is real census out there that rates are not going to get better even next year. Okay? So just have them lock it in now and get it done with. At least they can save another $100, $200 now. So I have a client right now who lost out on is my borrow file who lost on a 5.99. They thought that especially when Israel started bombing Hamas, um, and in addition with the election just around the corner, they thought the rates were going to drop like much lower. They didn't. The rates kept going up, and we ended up locking last Friday at 6.5. Today it's 6.625. And I told them this: hey, you're still saving $680. Okay, fine. You're not saving $1,000. Okay, but you are reducing it by 680. That's still significant. Let's not be stupid. Let's just lock it in. Okay. But again, I just wanna reiterate, guys. Right now, this is just my opinion. Okay, you don't have to take my word for it, but I am having everyone lock. So my win for the week is every one of my loans, so all five, or sorry, of the five, four of them locked last week on a Friday. Okay. And right now, as we stand here at Tuesday, I'm looking like a rock star because the rates are higher yesterday and today. Right. So one more. He wants to wait till closer to the election because it's a purchase that's going to close in December. I think really shame on him, but we'll see. I might be proven wrong. Okay. Any questions regarding rates, guys? Anyone having issues or some problem areas trying to combat rates with clients? Anyone? No?
I've blocked most of my files, but I have a question about what do you mean by saving 100 and 200 and 600 here and
Yeah.
there?
No, that's great. That's actually good. And I don't know if you caught this. So I actually caught myself in saying that, and I switched it to reducing your payment. So
Okay.
yeah, we specifically in a refinance scenario, you're going to reduce your payment, right? Now, as we learned a few weeks ago using the mortgage interest calculator, you can show them actually how much specifically how much in interest you can save, right? That's usually secondary for in my opinion, it's usually secondary to clients. Number one thing they want to see outside of, oh wow, I got a lower rate, is they want to see how much they can reduce their monthly payment. So that's what I meant by that. But very good catch, Paul. Yeah. Anyone else have any other just barriers when it comes to the discussion of rates? No? Nothing? Okay, so to believe it or not, we're actually going to probably end it here. Again, what I wanted to share, I'm going to wait till next week, as a few people are not here presently. But we're going to go ahead and end it. But before we do, just ask anyone has any questions or concerns or anything I can help address. No? Great. Yes, Paul.
Hey, I don't know if this is a thing on a banking industry,
Mhm.
but people are asking if they could do a pre-lock. And I don't think I'm offering pre-lock before. Like I need to actually submit the loan to
Yeah,
lock it on the
yeah,
first day.
yeah,
But as of right now, he doesn't have any offer submitted. We
yeah,
didn't open any escrow, so
yeah,
I'm wondering if other people are
yeah,
offering those pre-locks.
yeah. No, that's a great question, Paul. So let me first give you the broker wait, right. We can't, okay. We can't lock it, as you said, unless we have a name, number, social security, date of birth, and property address. I'm actually missing one. There's 6 pieces of information that are required in order for you as a loan officer to lock a file. Okay, the most important one being the address. They have to be in escrow. Now on the refinance side, our practice of locking and then being able to float again in case there's a better rate, obviously is by canceling it and resubmitting it to a different lender, right? But in the case of a purchase, we don't offer that. And but to end now, take it furthermore, Paul. Yes, there are lenders who do offer what's called a lock-in shop. Okay. Now, usually, I think almost always, I don't know of a lender that doesn't, but there is a nominal fee. Okay. It could be an eighth. See if you want to speak to it too, regarding lock-in shops. But very, very few lenders have it, and usually it's very for a short time. They're able to do it depending on the margins. Okay. Usually they do it when they know that the market is going to get better. Okay. And so the banks will hedge that and allow the clients to lock it. In a worse scenario, it does happen. However, again, there's usually a fee that's entailed, but it's not a bank thing, or it's not a lender per se specific. It's just, it really comes down to if they have additional margins to play with that, and they'll allow it. Okay, but there's very few lenders that do offer a lock-in shop. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And how long is the duration for the actual lock? If they,
Yeah.
let's say, if they have this decent margin, and then like 1.5 or something like that. So
yeah. So on average, or what I see is usually it's for 90 to 120 days.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is an extended period of time. That's their sell on that. Yeah. Okay. I have yet to ever seen in my career someone do a lock-in shop that's only for 30 days or 60 days. It's usually 90 to 120 days. Yeah. Okay. Have you come across someone right now with a lock-in shop? Do you know who it is?
No. I have a client that wants to do a lock-in shop.
Oh,
but
okay. Okay.
so I'm just wondering if it's a normal, like, industry
Yeah.
norm.
Yeah, it's not a norm. Again, very few people do it. Lenders do it, and right now, I would be very surprised someone doing it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Any other questions?
I have one. It's
Yeah.
not about rates though.
Anything. It could be anything.
Reverse 1031. Any wholesaler would do it? Like,
Sorry, can you repeat? What was that?
reverse 1031.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Is it contingent on the lender, or is it escrow? It sounds like escrow can organize it.
I'm not quite sure of the question.
So okay, so what I understand from 1031 is you buy the home first, and then you sell your property. Proceeds goes to the new purchase home, right? So I guess the idea is the lender, let's say the home sells for more, and they decide they want to put more as the down, and then so the loan is less. So I guess any wholesaler would be okay with it, and they would just re-amortize the loan, or like how does that work? And from, I guess, a lender's perspective, from our perspective.
So I'm sorry, is this a forward, or is this a traditional 1031, or is this a reverse?
Reverse.
Okay, so in a reverse, right? Just for the rest of the group to understand, in a 1031, it's a like for like per IRS code 1031. It's an IRS code. So an investor has an investment property, they want to sell it, but they don't want to pay taxes on the capital gains of their investment property, right? So they're going to do a 1031 where they have to, they sell their investment, but then they're going to replace it with a similar or a like investment, and whatever equity that was gained on the sell will transfer to the purchase, and hence the investor then will be exempt from paying taxes on that capital gains. Okay, that's a 1031 typically, right? In a nutshell. In a reverse, right? It's just the opposite way. They're going to find a house, designate a house, buy the house first, close escrow, and then later sell this house within a time frame of is it 180 days? I think I can't remember exactly. Yeah, and then they use the proceeds there. They use the proceeds there, and then pay off the loan, and thus still qualifying for the tax exemption on the capital gains. Correct? Everyone follow there, Ron? Okay. So now your question is, if they sell it for more, do they re-amortize it all? Like, or if what do they do with the excess? Or
So let's say, well, my scenario, it won't be an excess. It will reduce the loan. I guess how would that affect us on our end as a LO, as a loan originator? So will any lender re-amortize the loan, or will they say, hey, this we don't want to do that, and they get stuck with extra proceeds or whatever it might be? Like what cons, pros?
are you okay? I think okay. Are you asking because of the whole 6-month rule? The payoff?
Well, yeah, well, also that, and because again, I don't want to get hit with another penalty, right?
Yeah.
So, let's say they end up reducing the loan or they end up paying off the loan. So on my end, what does it do to my commission?
Oh, I see. You know what? Let's table that because I actually don't know. That is a very good question. That is a very good question. Well, we'll find out and get back to you on that one then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I see what you're asking. Anyone else? Anything else? Otherwise, we can go ahead and conclude the meeting for today. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a good one. And I will circle back to you today on that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.